Hi warriors, welcome back to my channel, and today I have for you the full length half moon, find your half moon practice. Let's start over. Boo, 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 boo. Okay. Hi warriors, welcome back to my channel, and today I have for you the full length find your half moon practice. So we broke it down in the prep and then we had the main block. This is the whole practice. For this practice, you will need 2 blocks or something like it. You might even like a wall, and I'll show you that when we get there, if I remember. So we are going to start laying down on our backs, soles of our feet touching, my favorite way to start class and end class, honestly. Lay all the way down on your back and extend your arms out to the side in a T or cactus arms if you have some space issues, as a lot of us do. Find what works for you. Soften your eyes or close them all together. Untuck, bring your head up off the mat and tuck your chin and set it back down, and bring your shoulders together and down. And begin to deepen your breath very slowly, evenly, and completely, in and out through your nose. Taking note of the qualities of your breath, the temperature of the air, the depth of your breath, and where your breath travels or doesn't travel within your body. And as you begin to connect your mind and your body together through your breath, begin to scan the body with the mind's eye, taking note of any body parts you may need to honor today, acknowledging that you are the guardian of your body and your practice, and are free to modify or opt out, excuse me, of any poses you see fit today. Take 2 more breaths here. And on your next inhale, pick up your left knee, keep your soles of the feet attached, and bring your left knee over to the right side. Try to keep both shoulder blades in contact with the mat. Inhale, come through center. And exhale, pick up your right knee, and take it over to the left side. Same thing, glue your shoulder blades down to the mat. Inhale, come back through center. One more time each side. Exhale your left knee, up and over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale your right knee, over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hug or bend your knees, bring them in towards your chest. Rock side to side. And you can rock to your right hand side and push yourself up to a seated position, or if it's safe for your spine, you can do the old rock and roll. But you're coming up to your seat, leaning into your hands. Hands are behind you, fingertips are pointing away from you. Bend your knees and flex your feet and take your heels to the wide edges of your mat. Now we're not dumping here. This is illegally dumping. We don't do that here, right? We squeeze our shoulder blades, we lift our chest. So really bring them together like you're holding a quarter in between your shoulder blades. Lift through the center of your chest. And now that you've gotten that, take an inhale, and on your exhale, take your knees down to the right hand side. Inhale up to center. Exhale down to the left. Inhale back to center. This time, exhale down to the right. Shift your weight into your right hand and reach your left hand to the back of your mat. Take a big inhale. And on your exhale, make your way back through center. Take your knees down to the left. Shift your weight into your left hand and reach your right hand to the back of your mat. Big inhale and exhale. Come back to center. One more time each side. We'll add on here too. Knees down to the right, left hand reaches to the back of your mat. And on your next inhale, press down through your right hand, straighten your right arm, and reach your left hand behind you, opening up your chest. Gaze can follow or stay up, your choice. And exhale, come back. Inhale through center, other side. Exhale down to the left. Reach your right hand to the back of your mat. And on your next inhale, press down through your left hand this time. Rise up and reach your right hand back behind you. Gaze can follow or stay up. Big inhale. And exhale, come back to the left. Inhale, come back through center. Cross your feet at the ankles and make your way into a tabletop position. Wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Shift your weight into your left hand and knee and extend your right heel back behind you. So tuck your toes. And what we do here, we're gonna, first of all, start here with the belly. You might have already kind of let it go. We're chilling, you're in transition. Pull the spine or pull the belly up and into the spine so that your back is nice and flat. Press against the heel of your hand to reach the heel of your foot toward the back of your mat. Straighten your right leg, reach the back of your right knee up. Big inhale. And exhale, come out of the stretch and float your right heel up to your right hip. Toes are pointing down, hips are square to the mat. On your next inhale, I want you to rotate your toes up towards the ceiling, and by doing so, you end up stacking your right hip over your left. Squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward. Exhale, take your toes back down to the mat, hips square. 2 more times, inhale, rotate your toes up, stack your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, take your toes back down. 1 more time, inhale. Check in on your core, make sure she's working too. Toes point up. And exhale, square your hips off to the mat. Take your right foot, cross it over your left foot, and look back at your right foot over your left shoulder. Big deep breaths here, really opening up this whole right side, hip, rib cage, lateral muscles, all of them. Now I'll give you an option here. If you're happy where you are, stay here. If you'd like to add a twist to get those sins out, shift your weight into your right hand and inhale your left arm up. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Big inhale. And exhale. Take your left hand back down to the mat. Cross your right leg up and over to the right side. Toes point up toward the top of your mat. Leg is nice and straight. We're gonna do a cat-cow from this position. Weird, I know, right? This is why you come to this channel, because I keep it weird. On your inhale, drop your belly, lift your nose and tailbone. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your spine. Inhale, drop your belly, nose and tailbone lift. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your spine. Last time. Inhale, nose and tailbone lift. Exhale, tuck your chin. Inhale, return to a neutral spine. And on your exhale, take your hips as far back as your inner thigh will let you. So over your left heel. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale your hips down. Inhale, back through center. Last time, exhale your hips down. And inhale, come back up to center. On your exhale, walk off to the left side. And a good way to tell if you need a block during this practice is if you put your hand right here, you squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward, and if you feel any sort of pinching or you can't take a full breath from the left side, grab a block. No need to suffer, right? I'm gonna turn this way so you guys can see. Okay, so I'm squeezing my glutes, pressing my hips forward, left hand on the block. Inhale, reach your right arm up and to the top of your mat, or over your left hand, I should say. On your next inhale, press down against your left hand to stack your shoulders over your hips. And on your exhale, gate pose, lean out over your right leg, but don't put too much weight on this leg. We're still squeezing our glutes, pressing our tailbone or pelvis forward, and our core is also engaged. Yeah, I know. Forgot about that, didn't we? Inhale, stack your shoulders over your hips. Exhale, dive down one more time. Block or no, your choice, but this time you're gonna pop your right heel up. Squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward. Toes are pointing out in front of you as well, and your right hand reaches up. Don't let yourself dump into your left shoulder. Press down to come up. Big inhale. And on your exhale, set your right foot down. Take your right hand down to the mat. And then walk your right knee in to meet your left. Shift your weight into your right side and extend your left heel back behind you. Same thing as we did last time. Pull your belly up and in towards your spine. Take that curve out of your low spine. Press against the heels of your hand and reach your left heel down to your mat, lifting through the back of your left knee. Big inhale. And on your exhale, release the stretch. Now this time we're gonna float our left heel up, toes point down, same thing as we did before. Toes are pointing down and we're gonna rotate your left toes up so you're stacking your hips, squeezing your glutes, pressing them forward. Exhale, pivot, rotate your hips square to the mat. 2 more times, inhale, toes reach up. So it's like you're drawing a half circle with your toes, up and down. Exhale, come down. 1 more time, inhale, rotate, squeeze your glutes. And on your exhale, bring your left hip back down. Take your left heel, cross it up and over your right foot, and shift your weight, or just really lean to the left slightly. Look over your right shoulder back at your left foot. Take a big inhale from here. And you can either stay here if you want, or on your exhale, you can shift your weight into your left hand and inhale your right arm up, take the twist. Remember to keep pressing down to come up. Big inhale. And exhale. Take your right hand down to the mat. Take your left leg up and over to the left side. Toes are pointing up toward the top of your mat. From here, we'll do some cat-cow. On your inhale, drop your belly, lift your nose and tailbone. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your spine. Inhale, drop your belly, nose and tailbone lift. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your spine. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, return to a neutral spine. And on your exhale, take your hips back behind you as far as your inner thigh on this left side will let you. And be aware that sides can be different. Most people's sides are different. So if one side feels a little tighter than the other, that's okay. You're like most of the population. Inhale, rise back up through tabletop. Exhale, send your hips back. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, send your hips back. Inhale, rise up through tabletop, and on your exhale, walk over your right shoulder this time. Remember, this is a part where you can grab a block if you like. For example, on my left side, I absolutely need a block. On my right side, not so much. So you do you, right? Plant your palm, block or no block, squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward. Inhale, sweep your left bicep up by your left ear. On your next inhale, press down to come up. Stack your shoulders over your hips, and on your exhale, gate pose. Lean out over your left leg. Before you do that, squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward. Make sure that situation has not changed. And then inhale. Your right bicep up by your right ear. Inhale. Rise up, stack your shoulders over your hips. Exhale, dive down either back to your block or your mat. This time, lift your left foot up to hip height. Toes are pointing directly in front of you, and you're still squeezing your glutes, still pressing your hips forward. Left hand reaches up. Take a big inhale. And on your exhale, set your left foot down. Take your left hand back down to the mat and make your way back in to your tabletop position, taking your left knee in to meet your right. Hands in front of your shoulders, toes are tucked, and on your next inhale, send your hips high into downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, if you're new here, we have a checklist. Rotate your biceps away from your face and shine your elbow pits forward to the top of your mat. Shoulders go down your back towards your hips and your tailbone lifts up toward the back of your head. And now walk your dog. Bend one knee, straighten the next. Inhale your gaze in between your hands. Exhale, bend your knees and take 2 big steps to the top of your mat. Feet parallel, hip distance apart, and grab your blocks. All right. I have mine on the tallest setting. You do you, but this is probably a good place to start. You're going to shift your weight into the left side. Left hand is pressing into your block. Inhale, reach your right heel up. So we're starting much like how we did in our warm-up with our hips square to the mat. Soft bend in your left knee. You don't want to lock that out. And on your next inhale, rotate or stack your hips, rotating your toes up. Exhale, take your toes back down. Nice job. All right, this is it. Shift your weight. Get ready, bend your knee, and now inhale. Reach your right toes up. Stacking your hips, squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward. Now from here, you can keep a hold of the block. You can take your right hand to your hip, or you can reach your right arm up toward the sky. Find what works best for you today. I taught this class this morning and I could not hold it on this side. Seems like nothing has changed. Big inhale from wherever you are. And on your exhale, step your right foot to the back of your mat, keeping your foot parallel to the short edge. Check in on your foot alignment as you head into Warrior 2. Relax your shoulders. Look down, see if you can see your big toe just to the outside of your knee. If you can't, think about pressing your knee or really squeezing your hip to take your knee back. Take a big inhale from here. And on your exhale, reverse your warrior. You can take your hand down to your leg or wrap it. That's the spicier version. Your choice. Now on your next inhale, 2 things are going to happen at once. You're going to straighten your left knee and bring your arms out to the side in a T, shoulders over your hips. Kick your hips to the back of your mat, reach your left fingertips out over your toes, and dive down. I love a block for some triangle. Hand on the block, right arm reaches up. Big inhale. And on your exhale, bend your left knee. Press your hips forward and down. Keep your back leg straight. If you need to adjust your block, you can. If you find that when you're down here, your hips are like, that's not a straight line, that's okay, there's options. You can come up on your block. If that's not enough, you can take your elbow to your knee. Wherever you are though, sweep your right hand up by your right bicep, up by your right ear. Extended side angle. Big inhale. And on your exhale, take your right hand down to the mat, come on your right toes, and move your blocks off to the side for a moment. Walk your foot, your left foot, to the edge of your mat. Picture that that's the edge. Both hands are on the inside. Here, I'll just turn this way. Both hands are on the inside of your foot. This is lizard pose. So you have lots of options here. You can have your knee up or down. You can be right here lifting through your chest. If you have room in your hips, you can come down, elbows on a block. You could even do like a halvesies situation if you're almost there. Or obviously there's this one. Wherever you are, keep a strong flex in this foot, and it's okay if you're rocking out onto the edge of that left foot. Big inhale. And on your exhale, take your hands back underneath your shoulders if they're not there already. Come up off your right knee and step your left foot back to meet your right in your version of plank. So that could be high plank, knee plank, or if you've had some shoulder issues lately, you can be in tabletop because that's probably the best thing for you. Wherever you are, pull your belly up and in, squeeze your inner thighs, and drop your shoulders down towards your waist. Inhale, rock forward over your wrists. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower all the way down onto your belly. Untuck your toes. And on your next inhale, press down through the tops of your feet, hands, and pubic bone. Lift the chest, keeping the chin tucked. Shoulders down the back, baby cobra. Big inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, press down to come up through your version of plank, tabletop, or whatever. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your gaze in between your hands, bend your knees. Step or hop to the top of your mat, your choice. Relocate your blocks underneath your hands. And prepare to do it on the right side. Shift your weight into your right hand on your block. And on your next inhale, and your right foot as well, obviously. And on your next inhale, sweep your left heel up and back. Toes are going to point down. Soft bend in your standing knee. On your next inhale, rotate your toes from pointing down. Draw your half circle. Reach your toes up. Stack your hips. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, come back down. Okay, this is it. Rotate your toes up one more time. Squeeze your glutes. Press your hips. Lift forward. Shift your weight into your right hand. Take your left hand to your hip, or you can keep it on your block, or you can reach it up overhead. Wherever you are, take a big inhale. And on your exhale, step your left foot to the back of your mat, foot parallel. Find your warrior 2 feet, so if you need to, walk your feet into alignment. Bend into your right knee, extend your arms out, relax your shoulders. Same thing here, look down your knee, and if you can see your big toe, great. If you can't, really activate your outer right hip here to take your knee back. Big inhale. And exhale, reverse your warrior. Again, you can use your hand for the assist, but don't lean so much against your knee. Or you can take the spicy option. Big inhale. And exhale. And on your next inhale, you're going to do two things at once. Straighten your right knee and bring your arms out to the side in a T. Take a big inhale from here, and on your exhale, shift your hips to the back of your mat. Reach your fingertips out to the front or out over your right foot. And on your exhale, dive down. Find your block. Find the height that works best for you on this side. Left hand reaches up. Big inhale from here. And on your exhale, bend your right knee, taking your hips forward and down. Left arm comes up by your left ear. Extended side angle. Big inhale. And on your exhale, take your left hand down to the mat. Move your blocks off to the sides and walk your right foot out to the right side. You can flex your right foot and rock onto the outer arch of your right foot. Set your left knee down. You can stay here. You can come down to elbows. You can come to elbows on blocks. You can find what works best for you on this side for lizard pose. Big inhale. And on your exhale, take your hands underneath your shoulders if they're not there already. Inhale, come up off your left knee, and on your exhale, step your right foot back to meet your left in your version of plank, knee plank, tabletop pose. Pull your belly up and in. Relax your shoulders down towards your waist. Inhale, rock forward over your wrists. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes. On your next inhale, press down to come up through your heels of your hand, tops of your feet and your pubic bone. Keep your shoulders down. You can go to baby or you can try for full, but use your shoulders as your guide. If you're up here, but so are your shoulders, lower down so where you can relax them towards your waist and keep your elbows locked in. And then see if you can reclaim some height. Or maybe you just stay there. Big inhale. Exhale. Lower all the way down. Inhale, press down to come up through tabletop. Exhale, cross your feet at the ankles. Take another inhale at the center. And exhale, sit your hips down over your heels. Extended child's pose. Inhale, rise up through tabletop. Exhale, uncross your feet. Cross them again in the opposite way. And on your exhale, take your hips down one more time. Child's pose. And inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, uncross your feet or your ankles. Make your way to a seated position at the center of your mat. And go ahead and lower all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest one at a time. Rock side to side. Exhale, bring your knees back to center. Inhale, extend your arms out to the side in a T, and on your exhale, take both knees down to the right-hand side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take your knees down to the left. And on your next inhale, bring your knees back to center. Exhale, hug your knees into your chest. This time, lift your shoulders off the mat. Give yourself a big squeeze. Take the biggest inhale you've taken all day and hold it at the top. And when you can't hold it anymore, sigh it out through your mouth. Release your legs. Extend them long down your mat. Feet splay out, palms come to rest by your sides, either up or down. Pick up your chest and bring your shoulders together and down towards your hips. And pick up your head and tuck your chin to your chest and gently set it back down. Soften your gaze or close your eyes altogether. Release your jaw and allow your tongue to settle into your lower palate. Soften your throat. Broaden your collarbones. Feel your hips and heels heavy on the mat. And allow your breath to return its unmonitored state as you enjoy these last few moments in Shavasana. Feel free to remain here as long as you like. But whenever you're ready, wiggle your fingers and toes, roll out your wrists and ankles. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, point your toes, allow your lower back to curl off the mat. And exhale, hug your knees into your chest one at a time, rocking side to side. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, make your way to a comfortable seated position where we'll take one final breath together. Reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling and tuck your chin slightly to your chest. Bring your shoulders back and down towards your mat and extend your arms long by your sides. Inhale your palms up overhead to touch. Exhale, lower them down to the center of your chest and bow your head to your open heart. Thank you all for sharing your practices with me today. Be in a state of gratitude for all of the amazing things that our bodies were able to do for us during this practice. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to smash that like button. Bye. Oh, and smash that subscribe button too. Thanks. Mwah.